With the concept of NFTs blooming in the market, there have also been some substantial improvements in how this concept is being applied in the world daily. Many countries have been trying to bring in regulations that will, in one way or the other, favor the smooth functioning of the NFTs. Today's video has been aimed to bring this clarity that has long been deemed necessary for the smoother functioning of this sphere. Welcome back to another video on the NFT Millionaire, the place best suited for you to find the latest and the most relevant updates about the NFTs throughout the world. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and let us know in the comments section about your favorite part of this industry. We would love to find what you prefer to listen to and watch on this channel, so make sure you express your thoughts and make full use of this channel to enhance your portfolios. Also, turn on the post notifications to never miss out on the latest updates in this industry and suffice your knowledge, and hence your investment to retrieve the best results. Keep in mind that risks are involved while making investments or purchases. We are not financial advisors, and hence, this video is nothing but a piece of information for you to be aware of. Never rely your decision on anything being heard in this video or on YouTube. Consult your financial advisor and use his expertise to best suit your portfolio. With that, it is now time we move on to the video that we have for you without any further delays. There are several issues on the legal front that the NFTs have been facing in recent times. A lot of these legal issues are the result of inconsistencies in the local regulations and the manner in which they are being implemented within society. Before we move into that aspect, we think it is important for you to know about a massive update in this industry. Did you know that the COVID alien, which is Sotheby's masked CryptoPunk number 7523, one of the rarest NFTs launched in history by Larva Labs, was recently sold for a whopping $11.8 million? This amount is certainly one that will grab the attention of a lot of investors. Consequently, it will also call for many regulations as time passes to ensure that such transactions are in no way in threat of any other external factor or even are not misused to suit any illegal personal agendas. This was not the only incident. There have been a lot of other NFTs that have been sold at a higher denomination on various occasions. A digital piece of artwork called a non-fungible token that works with respect to its demand and rarity in the NFT market is now becoming the next big thing in the blockchain world. A lot of this is due to the increased adoption of technology and a widened scope of application of this technology to creep into the nation's economy and make it better, since it eradicates all form of intricacies involved in the system. When the anonymous users on the internet purchase these artworks, it puts a signature on it, which symbolizes ownership of the said artwork. The artwork is then auctioned at a later stage, which may then be sold at a higher denomination. A lot of artists throughout the globe have been making a good revenue by creating these artworks and selling them for various prices, one of which we already saw in the initial parts of this video. Now, broadly speaking, the legal issues in this field can be listed out on our hands. These issues need to be addressed at the fastest possible rates to ensure that there is a fair usage of this technology while keeping up the real reason why this concept was introduced in the world. The fact that there are no intellectual property rights associated with this technology, uncertainty about the royalties, and a few more seem to be hindering an active investment, and hence, a greater fear in the minds of the investors throughout the globe. Let us start by addressing the issue of the lack of intellectual property rights in the NFTs. Despite the fact that the artist may have created a particular piece of art through the application of technology, there isn't any form of intellectual property right arising from such a creation. This means that the ownership of these artworks is still a question, despite the fact that there is good technology involved in the market. The NFT holders need to acquire the license of these pieces of art in order to reproduce the artworks themselves. One example of this is the purchase of the LeBron James Slam Dunk NFT, which became quite famous in recent times. The fans were ready to make purchases and sell them in the Top Shots NFTs marketplace. However, what we are concerned with is the fact that even if you buy the NFT, the ownership of that NFT still remains with the NBA. This is not usually under the normal circumstances and hence may create legal confusion. The second issue that we have for you to consider is the issue pertaining to royalties. Irrespective that the purchaser of any NFT makes a purchase on Marketplace A and moves it to their wallet, later deciding to sell it off through Marketplace B, The original artist does not get any forms of royalty. This is a discouraging factor that may affect the market in a great sense. The next issue is about learning the use and application of trusts. Given the fact that the physical possession and handing over of an NFT are impossible, it is important to ensure that all relevant passwords and details are kept safely for a later date. Trusts, therefore, attract a lot of investors, as it is used as an estate planning mechanism and eradicate the use of the last will. The next issue arises with taxation. Taxation will be similar to the manner in which you get taxed for the sale of any other property. In case you make any profits, the profit will be duly taxed by the government. The taxes of this kind are generally higher and call for a lot of payments. The next issue is with regard to the data protection regulations. This varies from place to place and may not be the same for all parts of the world. In more advanced places like the EU, user data can also be fully erased owing to higher privacy. In the case of a blockchain, this is not possible. Hence, imposing this right becomes almost impossible through the use of blockchain. Even though the information is not used in any manner, bypassing the procedure is also not a possibility. An individual NFT with private data may contradict the laws of land pertaining to privacy, and hence, a lack of regulations here is also noticed extensively. Data hosting and information safekeeping is the next important concern we have. It is always recommended to make use of the blockchains while saving NFTs. Data storing violations, interruptions, and the loss of important information is always a risk in this case. The term unregistered securities have been used a lot recently through the legal issue between Ripple and SEC. This could also be a major issue in the NFT marketplaces. It was also not long ago that SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce categorized the fractionalized, non-fungible tokens as unregistered securities. Therefore, inconsistency is at its peak in this sector. Estate and sequence planning is the next important issue. The sequence of ownership, in the case of other properties, is stern and has been provided in various local laws of the land. This may not be the case when it comes to the NFTs. The regulations here have not been defined, and hence, an inconsistency exists in this sector as well. The ascendance of NFTs is only possible through personal keys and passwords. The owner's death will always have the chance of not being able to retrieve the said credentials, making it harder to bring in regulation. The last and the most important issue is pertaining to the anti-money laundering efforts and the impact they could have on your activities. The AML requirements may bring down a lot of the essential characteristics of the NFTs. The digital non-fungible token is not equal to antiquities, and hence, the enforcing agents may try to shoehorn in the NFT trades to deem them within the scope of the AML Act. That's all about the legal issues. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to learn more about such issues. We will meet you in the next video.